Hello, my name is Martin Bloemendaal and I'm very happy to welcome you in the final week of the MOOC on decarbonizing heat supply. In this video we will explain the final assignment of this MOOC and discuss what we expect you to learn from it and how your assignment will be assessed. Here we go. Let's get back to the primary goal of this MOOC, which is for you to obtain a comprehensive overview of all the technologies that are needed in sustainable heating and cooling systems, as well as to be able to select these technologies in a technically feasible and cost-efficient solutions for sustainable heating and cooling concepts. Now you are at the end of the course, the skills and knowledge you acquired during the course enable you to start working in the field of sustainable heating and cooling, and to develop concepts for renewable heating and cooling systems for your own case, site or building. As a result, this assignment will bring to you two main learning experiences. First is that you will apply and work with all the things that you have learned in the past weeks, so you will experience and apply them in a context which is relevant for you. And secondly, for verified learners, this assignment will be peer-reviewed by your fellow participants. You get to read and assess reports of fellow learners and grade them against the rubric described in the assignment. As the final assignment is unconstrained, you will experience vastly different conditions and explore a great variety in taste and colors of the heating and cooling systems from such different perspectives. Also, your assignment will be peer-reviewed by multiple fellow learners to providing you with feedback. Now, let's move on to what the assignment entails. In this final assignment, you will design a sustainable heating and cooling concept for a project or site of your own choosing. You can pick the project you want to work on in this assignment yourself. This can be anything: the neighborhood you live in, your office building, or for example the brewing process of your favorite beer. Please bear in mind that you need to have some information and characteristics of this process or building, like for example the heating and cooling demand, as well as various other characteristics. So choose a project that you know the characteristics of. The more you know, the better, because then you don't have to make many assumptions and you can propose better solutions. Some of the things you need to know are the heating and cooling demand, including temperature levels. You also need to identify local sources of heat, so some information about the local environment is helpful. For example, local resources like surface water and the subsurface, but also neighboring buildings or industries that could have waste heat available. To be clear, we do not expect a full detailed design. We only touched upon the various sustainable heating and cooling technologies in the past weeks, so we don't expect you to make a detailed design. We want you to come up with a sustainable heating and cooling concept for your project. And with a concept, we mean a selection or combination of technologies that are needed to provide sustainable heating and cooling to your project. Usually there are multiple options for sources, storage and distribution and conversion, so you can make different concepts by combining the different possible technologies. You will then have to evaluate the different concepts to select the best one. And that's where we stop in this assignment. The result of this assignment is that you have selected technologies needed and made a first quantification on the sizing of them. This is what we call a sustainable heating and cooling concept. Normally in practice, the best one or two concepts will then be brought to the next project phase, where specialists will further elaborate on design details like hydraulic connections, dynamic simulations of the different modes of operations and control, as well as the permitting and business case. Until now, we have only explained to you about individual technologies you need for sustainable heating and cooling systems. You will now combine them in making energy concepts. To help you, we introduce a stepwise approach that you can use. It consists of 6 steps which subsequently help you to gather information in a structured way and to combine that information to develop meaningful and feasible heating and cooling concepts for your project. In the next video, each step of this stepwise approach is elaborated in more detail. As you will see in the description on the assignment on edX, the assessment criteria of the assignment are directly linked to these steps, which brings us to the last part of this video: the assessment and grading of your assignment. The details on how, where and when you need to hand in your assignment is described in this module on edX. The assessment of the assignment is for verified learners and done via peer review. You get to read the report of other fellow learners and grade them against the rubric described in the assignment document. As the final assignment is unconstrained, you can expect vastly different cases, conditions and perspectives. Hence, you'll be able to explore what a heating and cooling system might look like from such different conditions. To summarize our learnings in this video, this assignment allows you to apply what you have learned during our course, and we now challenge you to combine these technologies in meaningful and feasible solutions to provide heating and cooling. An extensive rubric is provided which you can use in going through the design step yourself and to assess the work of fellow learners. Thank you for your attention, and I wish you a lot of fun in creating a sustainable heating and cooling concept for your project.